Hey y'all, how's it going? What's up? This is another episode of Notable Prisons and the inmates that occupy them. What I'm gonna need y'all to do is get your lighters ready. Because someone is definitely getting cooked in this episode. So this is one of those special hybrid episodes I like to do. And basically what it is Onlyfans models who have committed felonies and been to jail or is currently in prison. And we're gonna start off with our first OnlyFans creator. Ao Yang was an OnlyFans star and model in Paris. Ao Yang has been charged with a high-range drunk driving after allegedly crashing her Mercedes into a van on one of Sydney's most expensive streets. Ao Yang was 18, was allegedly 4 times over the legal blood alcohol limit when she hit the car on a Wolseley Road in Point Piper last Wednesday. She will go to the Downing Center local court on November 10th. A neighborhood said half the street came out to investigate the commotion after hearing a loud noise. Ao Yang's airbags have reportedly inflated following the collision, the Daily Telegraph reports. About 9 p.m. on Wednesday, October 18th, police were called to Point Piper following reports of a crash. NSW police said in a statement, the driver of a Mercedes, an 18-year-old woman, underwent roadside breath tests, which allegedly returned a positive result. The teenager who attended the prestigious private girls' boarding school, the freshman school, has 120 followers on Instagram and 50,000 paid followers on her OnlyFans account. She describes herself as a content creator and revealed on a podcast that she quit the university as she earned enough money on OnlyFans to buy a house in just 2 months. I'm just having lunches, chilling, making content, she said. Ao Yang previously dated the nightclub boss, the island owner, Julian Tobias. And, get this, he was only 2 years younger than her dad. Let me know what y'all think about her in the comments. Next up, we have Nang Wee San, who was a Burmese OnlyFans model, has been sentenced to 6 years in jail for sexually explicit content, becoming the first online creator in Myanmar to be jailed for her activity on the adult subscription platform. And according to Vice, potentially the first in the world. On Tuesday, Nang Wee San, the 34-year-old doctor turned model, was convicted by a military court for harming culture and dignity. Man, if they had that law out here in America, boy, they need to build 3,700 new jails. But by exchanging new photos and videos for money, the government cited a violation of Myanmar's electronics transaction law. But human rights experts told Vice the charges were politically motivated, considering that Nang Wee San had participated in protests against the military, who overthrew the democratically elected government in 2021. Young Wee Mo, a human rights advisor for Myanmar's National Unity Government, told Vice that her sentencing is a gross human rights and women's right violation that's targeted and intentional. She was the first celebrity to raise their voice and ask the world for justice after the co-op. He said, if a model like Nang Wee San is not free to exercise her rights to sell sexy photos, no other woman is free to exercise their rights. The international community must do more to hold junta to account and protect women and girls in Myanmar. Myanmar's military has allowed the junta to further criminalize women's bodies under the veil of religious conservatism. Nang Wee San's medical license was revoked in 2019 after her Facebook photos were deemed not in line with the Myanmar culture. When she transitioned to a full-time on-camera work, she was regularly harassed online. And in 2020, an interview with Vice, she said women in the country shouldn't feel bad about what they are doing. Anything you are doing can also be a promotion for the country. Then the other people will notice your country. More than 15,600 people, including lawmakers, journalists, and celebrities, have been arrested since the military takeover in Myanmar. According to the Assistance Association of Political Prisoners, a Myanmar beauty queen was recently forced to seek asylum in Canada after she said in a Bangkok pageant that every citizen of the world wants the prosperity of their country and the peaceful environment. In doing so, the leaders involved should not use their power and selfishness. The sentencing of Nang Wee San comes as women in Iran are protesting the killing of a young woman who was arrested by the morality police for wearing her hijab wrong. And women in the U.S. have been stripped of 50 years of abortion rights across the world. Our freedom is on the line. It's a very interesting story. Where y'all watching from, man? Let me know something in the comments. What y'all think about her? We got two more, and these next two, things are about to get crazy. So YouTube, please don't flag me or nothing. Abigail White, a.k.a. Fake Barbie. She's an Onlyfans model who dubbed herself as a fake Barbie, and she's been charged with, sticking her boyfriend to death. Abigail White, 23, alleged murdered her partner Bradley Lewis at their home in Kingswood, Bristol, England last week. Paramedics were called to the semi-detached property in the South Gloucestershire, England at around 8:20 p.m. on March 25th. Bradley, understood to be a dad of three, was stuck in the chest and rushed to the hospital, but pronounced deceased 6 hours later. White appeared at Bristol's Magistrates Court yesterday dressed in a gray tracksuit to confirm her name, date of birth, and address. Adult model White has been posting thousands of racy pictures and videos of herself on her OnlyFans using the Mitzi Lewis online. White posted semi-naked images on social media and invites viewers to subscribe to her account for $5 a month. She was the last active on the website just 2 days before she allegedly killed Bradley at the property in South Gloucestershire. White was remanded in custody pending a possible bail application at the Bristol Crown Court on Wednesday and a plea in the trial preparation hearing on April 25th. Adult model White has been posting thousands of racy pictures and videos of herself on OnlyFans and Instagram. The development comes after Bradley's family released a heartbreaking tribute to the dad. They said in a statement, "Our wonderful, much-loved son Bradley, take from us two early, devastated pals, also pay tribute following the tragedy," one said. "We lost a fantastic, beautiful person without saying goodbye. I hope he knows just how much and how many people loved him." A second described him as a lush boy, adding, "So sad you were taken from this earth." Bradley, understood to be a dad of three, was stuck in the chest and rushed to the hospital, but passed 6 hours later. Another said, "Your family will miss you so much, and those beautiful children of yours are going to miss you so much, my brother." The victim's family are being supported by specially trained officers as the investigation continues. Police were scrambled to the home on Friday night following an incident. The victim's family are being supported by specially trained officers as the investigation continues. White-suited forensic officers were going into Bradley's home over the weekend. Detective Inspector Lavender said there continues to be a police presence at the scene of this incident, and reassurance patrols are ongoing. So we'd encourage residents to please speak to officers with the local neighborhood policing team if they have any questions or concerns. Yeah, that's a sad one, man. R.I.P. to him. It's very unfortunate that his children have to grow up without him. And yeah, R.I.P. to him. What y'all think about that one? That was pretty crazy. But this next one, this one's crazy. So listen up. Courtney Clenny. Prosecutors handling OnlyFans model Courtney Clenny's murder case want the court to punish her attorney Frank Piesto for crossing the line, with comments made in the press about the victim. Christian Toby Obsamelli has learned Clenny has been charged with second-degree murder after she allegedly stuck her boyfriend to death in their Miami high-rise apartment in April 22. She pled not guilty and claimed Abumseli was the aggressor in the relationship. The state argued that Prieto has tried to sway the public opinion with inappropriate remarks about Abumseli. His family's legal team inversely said Clancy was to blame and that Abumseli was the victim. A wrongful death lawsuit was also filed against Clancy by the family of the victim in the wake of his death. In the newly filed court documents obtained by Radar Online, the state suggested that it should impose sanctions on the respondent, precluding him from making any further public remarks. Prosecutors noted the persistent media attention maintained in part by the respondent required the state to apply for and receive an order sealing the defendant's arrest warrant for the days between the issuance of the warrant and her arrest. Prieto was slammed for continuing to make salacious and unsustainable claims. After her arrest, allegedly misrepresenting the investigation and otherwise attempting to create outrage to control the public narrative and bring notoriety to him. Prieto was slammed for continuing to make salacious and unsustainable claims. After Clancy's arrest, State Attorney Catherine Fernandez-Rundle argued that Prieto has tried to sway public opinion with inappropriate remarks about Abumseli to paint a picture, while the state has not made a public comment on the case since the original press conference last August. The court docs said that they did not believe Prieto's conduct merited the court's intervention until October 6th, despite it being wrong. It was at the point Prieto appeared for a 9-minute segment on court TV and alleged outed Abumseli as a victim of sexual battery. They claimed in the docs making remarks that were so unnecessary, out of line, and otherwise beyond the realm of reasonableness that the host was visually uncomfortable. She did plead not guilty and claimed Abumseli was the aggressor in the relationship. The state claimed that Prieto has arguably long crossed the line, whether it was the selective disclosure of evidence in the exclusive interviews, racial remarks made in court, or dehumanizing remarks of the victim on television. They made note of Prieto calling Abumseli an animal while discussing the ongoing case. Mr. Abumseli thought the family would like to paint him as a docile individual, a peaceful man. That is absurd. He was an abuser. He was an animal, they said. His family's legal team inversely said Clancy was to blame and not Abumseli was the victim. The state continued to blast Prieto, conducting nothing. Abumseli is deceased and cannot testify to his victim. Prosecutors argued that her lawyer is attempting to skirt the court and judicial process to get to the public information he knows of, should have known, would have never been admissible. At Clancy's upcoming trial, the state asked the court to impose sanctions on Prieto, who maintains his client's innocent, to prevent any further miscarriage of justice. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for watching if you made it this far. And let me just tell y'all something, okay? I was not the kid in front of the classroom that had issues spelling, okay? Don't get on here and try to go crazy. I know what y'all finna do in the comments, okay? Just some words I just can't pronounce on cue, you know? I mean, hell. But most importantly, I appreciate y'all for watching. R.I.P. to the two gentlemen that lost their life. And, man, stay tuned for another episode. Ah!